Hi again, everyone. My name is Pete Yapel, one of the millions of cannabis activists in the world today, and definitely one of the faces of cannabis. I'm here today to talk about ending prohibition and the importance of ending prohibition. The United Coalition of Cannabis Activists was formed within about a month ago, and I keep referencing them because I brought my group to this incredible group of people that have come together to show unity no matter what we're fighting for in the cannabis world. Our mission is simple: to unite cannabis activists worldwide to repeal cannabis prohibition. It's more important than you know, people. I just want to reference a few things that have really kind of got under my skin today. Some with some happiness to them, and others that are just plain ludicrous. My wife and I became privy to some medicine bottles of that cannabis was sold in out of Colorado, and they were clearly labeled. Well, clearly labeled, but not made. That didn't make us happy in one stretch of the imagination. I do want to know what cannabis I'm smoking. Yes. I do want to know the sativa to indica breakdown. Yes. I do want to know the levels of THC. Yes. These are the things that should be on a label and should be the only thing that should have to be listed on a label. On this label, there are clearly preservatives and such that are being added to our cannabis that are being sold in dispensaries. Tell me this isn't governmental control. I don't care if it's a preservative. Nothing needs to be added to the cannabis plant to make it work the way it works, naturally, with your body, to make your body the perfect temple that it can be. That kind of upset me quite a bit. These bottles are, again, on Cannabis Country on my group. I'm no way in any way self-promoting this because I don't profit from it. Our group is there to educate, and it has done wonders for thousands of people so far, and I hope you too can just take the time to check it out. Also an article on there from around the world, because the United Coalition of Cannabis Activists, again, is to unite cannabis activists worldwide. Well, in England, a woman had been placed under arrest and went before a judge for having 34,000 pounds worth of cannabis in her home. Pounds being their monetary system, not pounds in the United States, whereas we're thinking weight. In weight, it was 1.7 kilograms. Well, the woman's husband was suffering and dying from cancer, and she couldn't take it anymore. Heard of the wonders of cannabis. She started to convert that cannabis into CBD oils to treat her husband's cancer and give him a better chance at living. 75% of those treated with cannabis and cancer definitely show either a total healing or curing, or better health-wise for them, and a better success rate than the use of chemotherapy and radiation. 75% of chemotherapy and radiation patients either perish or end up with worse issues than they've had earlier, and 3 out of 4 doctors won't even treat with chemotherapy. That should speak wonders with the professionals that are telling you that this is the best way for you to help yourself, or saying themselves, oh, no, not me, you're not putting that poison in me. Well, the point being is that this all has to do with population control on their end. They're trying to control the population and try to keep us slaves to Big Farm and to the products that they put out that they say are best for us, with a laundry list of side effects. Some as bad as instant death, suicidal thoughts, giving you all of these other symptoms. So what? So that they can treat you with another pharmaceutical. People, this is not the way to go. Treat yourself and prevent yourself healthily and naturally with the cannabis plant, without preservatives, without any of this. All I'm going to say, though, is that it did show some compassion in another country by the judge only giving her 18 months community service. That was what he gave her for her so-called crime, because he had said at that point in time that she saw she wasn't doing this for personal gain, that she was doing this because she loved her husband and was trying everything she could to help him. In the capitalist world, yes, if you do earn money from something, you will have to pay taxes here. That is a law that'll never change. It doesn't matter what type of business you own. So I'm not saying, oh, well, if it's cannabis that you're growing, that you're not, responsible to do your wares. But that brings up another story from a Seattle IRS agent that tried to bribe a dispensary owner and say, hey, you pay me $20,000. I'll say your earnings are this. You'll only have to put out this and that in taxes, and then it'll save you tens of hundreds of thousands in the end. So for, hey, a $20,000 nickel, I'll give you the keys to this government. Well, here we go. The terrible cannabis dispensary man, the cannabis supporter, that we're labeled as, turns around and reports this to the authorities, and instead of taking the easy way out. No, cannabis users aren't a bunch of stoners that just sit on a couch with their eyes are red and can't think of nothing, giggle, and eat Doritos. We are not that. We're an honorable group of people. We're your next door neighbors. Once again, we're your doctors, lawyers, teachers. We're your politicians. We're the everyday person. We're the person pushing your kid on the swing without you even sitting back and having to say, oh my gosh, that's a threat, because boy, that's just this bad pot person. The negative propaganda that this government continually puts against us really, really upsets me. It pisses me off more than anything in this movement. I'm an intelligent man. I'm a man that has had some health problems. And I'm a man that found with the cannabis plant, I don't have to be a slave to a drug. I don't have to be a slave to anything but myself. And I can take my human right to treat myself as I please, because I am a human. There is no bigger form of prejudice in the world today than those against those who use cannabis. From drug testing at work to, oh, let's drug test those that are on welfare, to, whatever it is. Now, listen, people have points either way on that, but I don't consider cannabis a drug. And if you're going to test someone and say, oh, they shouldn't be on welfare because of the fact that they're a drug user, eliminate cannabis from the list, because it's not a drug. It's not. It can be used medicinally, yes. It is the greatest preventative that God ever put on this earth. Yes, it is. Once again, my name's Pete Yapel. I'm one of the millions of cannabis activists in this world today, uniting under the one big umbrella of the United Coalition of Cannabis Activists, and I hope you join us. And most of all, I am the face of cannabis.